right, y'all, we're back. Okay, it's Oliver Twix here, joined by one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, Quentin Harris, as we talk about this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 11. So before we jump into the actual episode, I want to talk about a development that was released a couple days ago, which was, guys, the seating chart for the reunion.
It's over for Shamea and Porsha. It's over for Shamea and Porsha. Oh my gosh.
Shamea and Porsha finna duke it out. So we see at the end.
They got Kelly on the end. Ooh.
They got Kelly on the end, Cynthia, Drew, Phaedra, Angela in second seat, Britt Edie in the second seat, and of course in the coveted seats next to Andy, which typically signifies to viewers and whoever that these are the two most important people this season are Shamea and Porsha. How do we feel about this seating chart? What you feel about it, Kia?
I am so gagged to see the OGs at the end. To see Phaedra and Cynthia on the end, but I guess because there's so many newbies. I'm so sorry for the noise. You muted my mic, I'm dead. I guess because there's so many newbies. I mean, what could you expect? But I'm kind of gagged to see Cynthia and Phaedra on the end. Porsha and Shamea is done for. Put it on the grill. Put the meat on the grill, baby. They finna fire that friendship up. Wow.
I mean, I think it makes sense why Phaedra is on the end with Cynthia. Yeah, I mean, because Cynthia is a friend of the show, so she should be on the end. Now, granted, when Nene Leakes was a friend of the show, season 8, she was sitting on the end. Nene sat next to Andy, but when has Cynthia ever sat next to Andy? So why would we expect her to be sitting next to Andy on a season where she's not even holding citrus? You know what I mean?
What makes you think Shamea is in seat number 1 and not Angela Oakley?
I think Shamea may be in seat number 1 because of the drama between her and Porsha that is revving up right now.
Oh my god! Because they're filming. I saw Andy tweet last night, like we're filming for Housewives or the reunion. I think today or this week or sometimes. So I'm pretty sure Shamea and Porsha are about to have a showdown because Shamea was on Watch What Happened Live. She's been on The Breakfast Club. She's been very vocal.
Shamea has been very vocal.
Shamea has been doing press runs, baby. She's been very vocal about how she's disappointed in Porsha. So I'm eager to see this reunion because it's not looking good for Shamea and Porsha, which is so sad because, we went through a TV hiccup, right? It is not fun for it to sit in that seat, whether you can get it all out or camera. And I hear Shamea, so much happens off camera that you can't even bring on to camera. And so you arguing about separate situations. Like Shamea feels like she's fighting for her friend on camera, but she feels like there's a lot of shit behind the scenes too that they're still dealing with and have been dealing with for years. So it's like Shamea is finally being vocal. And we're gonna get to that scene, but Porsha and Shamea sit down. I was so disappointed in Porsha. We're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there.
She's disappointed me so bad.
I understand why the seating chart is the way it is, and I can't say that I disagree. Now, granted, because I am the current president of
Mrs. Oakley,
the Angela Oakley fan club of Atlanta, Georgia. I would have loved for Angela to be in Andy's lap. You know what I mean? Like, just sit her right on Andy's lap in front of everybody to see because she is the MVP of this season. However, I do understand why, and I have no problem with our best friend Shamea being in that seat. And granted, with her being the most veteran newbie of them all, because she was a friend of the show for so many years until she finally got her piece this season, I think it is deserved that she sits next to Andy, especially if Marlo sat next to Andy her first season as a peach holder. Shamea can sit next to Andy her first season as a peach holder.
I don't even remember Marlo sitting next to Andy. I didn't watch any of those seasons. I'm currently like going back right now and watching, but Marlo was sitting next to Andy. No.
Marlo, her first season as a peach holder, sat next to Andy. Yes, she did. She did. She did. I understand why Britt Edie is in that second seat next to Porsha, especially when we talk about the dynamic of her and Kelly no longer being friends.
Yes.
People are going to probably be going back and forth, so I understand why they angled it that way. However, Britt Edie, after being in that debacle with Kenya Moore, is no longer serving any purpose to this season.
She's really not. You ate that, Oliver. No, I want Britt Edie out of here. If her and Kenya don't have a one-on-one, I want Britt gone next season.
Kenya and Britt Edie definitely need to have a one-on-one. I don't want Britt Edie gone just yet. I just want her to do better. Or I just want better to be done by Britt Edie, because what we may be seeing
It's not
potentially may not be a result of her lack of filming or lack of sharing or whatever. Because ultimately everything shapes up to how it's edited. Really, yeah, a lot of things are real life, but the edit does hold power. It really does. It really does. Britt just got to do something.
And we mean something, and we mean immediately.
Yeah, like she just got to do something. I don't know. Maybe Britt meet the cam up. I don't know. She do something.
Bring them sisters on or something. Call your mama in there. But you better lose this bitch fucking around with us, sis.
Okay. I mean, listen. Get the prophet back in here. She was hearing stuff. See if we can hear the daddy on the other side and see what tea he got going on. But something just has to happen in the Edie household, because enough is enough. And honestly, it's not. We need more.
We need more.
Back to this reunion chart. I'm a little shocked that Drew is as far down as she is. I would have thought maybe Drew would have been not next to Andy, but I would have thought maybe Drew would have been like in a seat up, maybe.
Like her and Angela need to swap.
But then it's like
put Angela way in the back.
Yeah, Angela doesn't deserve to be in the back after the season.
I would have put Shamea. I mean, I would have put that girl there, Miss Oakley, in the front, Shamea, and then Drew. I mean, I would put Drew in the front, Mrs. Oakley, and then I would let the two other slots stay the same. I would have kept Kelly on the end, no shade. Because she's so big, but she's so little, but her personality's so big, and she's gonna talk her shit regardless. I would have kept Kelly on the end. But I probably would have moved Drew up a little bit. And I hope they brought Ralph. Oh my gosh, if they didn't bring Ralph to this reunion, that is a missed opportunity, because Ralph has been running his mouth left and right. Ralph has been talking shit left and right. And I went to Ralph's to his Twitter, I think this morning or last night, probably this morning because I was out last night. Ralph does nothing but tweet about Housewives. He does nothing but tweet about Drew. And so they need to bring Ralph to this reunion to clear up this shit between him and Drew, because it's a lot. It's so many questions. Because I have a lot of questions. So I'm sure the audience has a ton of questions. Oh my God. And shout out to Drew Mama. We're going to get to that scene. But shout out to somebody with some sense around there.
Okay. I literally wrote the same thing. That she agrees with us. She needs to join the panel.
Shout out to thank you. We need to bring Drew Mama up here.
Okay. Everybody want to bring their mamas. Mother knows best. That's the name of this episode, ain't it?
Bitch, you just
Yo, I want to beat me up. I get it, because it's like it's no stopping her.
I know that damn mouth. They not to be right here with your ass. Just tag, just boop, boop, boop. Just whack, whack, whack.
What was it?
Whack, whack, whack.
You're so funny.
Let her loose. Let her loose.
As soon as they leave me alone, sure.
Girl, and they call me the bitter one. Bitch, you let her loose.
Listen, I be minding my business, and then the people be... Yeah, they be...
What they be doing? Oliver, please stop doing that. They say that laugh gets on their damn nerves anyway.
I know it does, and that's why I continue to do it. You know, I'm so glad you said that. That's why I
You
continue to
need
do a
a
lot of the things
patent
I
that.
do.
You need to make.
That's why I do a lot of things I do because I know it gets on their nerves. I know it gets on their nerves. I know it do. And y'all made a mistake forever letting me know that I got on your nerves. Because when I know I'm getting on somebody's nerves.
What you do? Do the laugh again. You're such a fucking idiot. Oh my gosh. Why am I friends with you?
Because you're playing for the right team. That's why.
What, Nene? Tell you playing for the wrong team.
Oh God, let me stop. I'm bringing it back, y'all.
Moving forward. We haven't even got into
green
the
screen Oliver Twist
episode
just popped
yet.
out. Let me pop it
Really
back in.
bitch. This
Okay.
why they say we be doing.
Okay, so listen. I like that Porsha is there. Porsha should be there. You know, it is deserved. She's the most seasoned housewife this season. She's been there for years. She's the anchor, so they say, or presented it in the marketing for this season.
All
you
right.
know, and I mean honestly, let me not. Porsha deserves his spot. It's okay. I like Porsha there. I like Shamea here, even though I didn't foresee her being there. No,
Yeah.
I expected her to be. I expected her to be opposite of Porsha. I did expect her to be opposite of Porsha, but I did expect her maybe to be like seat number 2 or 3 because honestly, outside of the big introduction she did, which was very needed for this season, and we do thank Shamea for that. Shamea hasn't really been doing anything this season until now, episode 11. And so
got into it with who was the nose situation? Or you look like
Angela.
It was Angela Oakley, her and Angela, but they cleared it up real fast. And now
Yeah.
they're sitting beside each other in the reunion. So I think we both are a little shocked that Shamea is seat number 1. I would have personally put Angela Oakley seat number 1.
Me too. And I would have.
I know she gonna stir it up. She gonna feel like she that bitch. She's seat number 1.
Angela gonna purge. Angela's gonna purge.
She gonna bring it.
I live.
So I feel like Shamea gonna kind of not water it down, but she gonna kind of.
Oh wait, now hold on! Don't do that to Shamea now, because Shamea's still sickening.
But she just gonna cry with her and Porsha because it's a sensitive topic.
You don't remember Shamea from season 9 of Real Housewives when she was letting Phaedra hold it?
Now she did. Her and Phaedra was having a read. Now I recently watched that, and I am so.
You was Phaedra up.
I cannot wait to see the dynamic between them two because they have so much left unresolved issues. What season was that? Season 8 or 9?
That was 9 when they left off that way.
Shamea and Phaedra did not like each other. That's where all of this come from. Shamea was saying that Phaedra wanted her husband.
That's wild. I said, "Come." That's wild.
Oh my! It was so much happening back then. So I am so excited to see this dynamic between Shamea and Phaedra because them heifers did not like each other back in the day. It was real bad. Like Phaedra was in the middle of Porsha and Shamea's friendship back then.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully she's the one that helped. Well, no, because they still fussing online. I'm about to say hopefully she's the one that come in and kind of change the trajectory of their friendship. But Shamea has been online talking shit this week, and she just wished Porsha a happy birthday. And the next morning, she was on an interview she was like, well, I wished her happy birthday yesterday, but I still don't know. Like, girl, like, oh my, I guess if I was Porsha, my mind
I want to hold Shamea and what Shamea is doing for the segment we do, because I do have some feelings about Shamea's press run leading up to this episode, and now we're at the reunion. So just hold tight. Trust me, we are going to revisit this. I do want to talk about
get into the episode.
To finish out the seating chart, because I am going to clip this. Even though Shamea may have taken a backseat this first half of the season, maybe with her and Porsha now going at it with their friendship, it
activates her.
It heeds her to be front row seat. And then outside of that, honestly, again, she clocks in. And honestly, again, outside of that, like Shamea did kick this season off amazingly. Out of all of the newbies, she is the most veteran out of the newbies by being a friend of the show for so many years. And so it is deserved. Angela, shout out to Angela for seat number 2. My first season on a show where I really should have been seat number 1, but I was seat number 2. Ain't nothing wrong with it, Angela, okay? We know what your hard work did, girl. We know. Shout out to Angela. Drew and Kelly, they all right. They all right where they at. Britt, I understand why Britt is there, but at the point at which Kenya not there, Britt really should have been sitting behind Cynthia at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because she almost out the door, so she might as well have been there anyways.
They got nothing else to talk about but these little filler ass scenes with her and her husband.
Oh, I wanted so much more for Britt Edie. And then Phaedra comes in later, so her later seat on the couch makes sense. And Cynthia's a friend. She just be hanging out, so she can hang out at the end too. That's perfectly fine.
Just be hanging out.
Kicking off this episode, y'all.
Get into him. Get into him.
Mr. Oakley joins Angela for a little chit chat. Dinner, lunch at Pont City Market, which me and Darius were just here maybe like a month ago for some
what rooftop, what restaurant is up there?
I don't know what the name of the restaurant is. This location where they were at it's a part of a hotel, and it's on the second floor from the lobby. And you go up the stairs and it opens up to the setting you saw on the episode. It's
That's beautiful. I didn't even know where they were. I've been all up and through Ponce de Leon, and I don't remember it being like
new construction.
Beautiful. I cannot wait to come visit. That is so beautiful.
Pont City Market has expanded out tremendously.
Really?
The area that used to be that parking lot, that's where this building is.
Shut up.
It's a whole hotel. They have like Black people so black. What?
Shut up.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth, child. I was just there.
I've been in Atlanta for 5 years.
8 years ago.
Right. That is funny. Well, yes.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Let's get into
I just want to say, listen, when Mr. Charles popped up in that green screen, baby, I said, I am now the president of the Angela and Charles Oakley fan club.
I can't.
Baby, I live for Charles.
I can't.
I live for Charles.
He's back on my shit list.
What did Charles do?
He is so mean to her.
Oh, most definitely.
Can I get a kiss? What you need a kiss for? Because we're fucking filming a TV show and we're in front of cameras. What do you mean what I need a kiss for? I just asked you for a kiss. He's just so, I can't.
I've dated a Charles.
I can't.
Boyfriend number 4 was my Charles.
I've been there, done that. That energy disturbs my peace. I don't even want to ride Charles' neck this week because I feel like I've done that enough in the earlier episodes and these reviews. I don't like Charles. He's not my type of man. He has his moments. He has his cute moments, right? I can't take her. I can't take him talking to her like that. It seems like when I feel a man don't like his wife or a woman, or when men, because that's something I've been running into lately, men, what's up with men not liking women? I feel like men want coochie and pussy, but they don't like women. They disrespect them so bad. That's the topic for a whole nother video. I can't do Charles. I can't do men like that. Funny, hee hee ha ha. I can't do it.
I also have a little discomfort in how Charles talks to Angela. I don't enjoy it all the time. I first want to begin with what I do enjoy about him. His dynamic with his wife on the show, while uncomfortable and in real life very toxic, and I don't want to speak it, but this to me shows early signs of divorce.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, damn, how many couples do that comes on the, not even RHOA, but come on the Housewives or reality TV period, because we've seen it all across the board. When couples come onto these platforms, I need y'all to be a little bit smarter, okay? And right now, we just getting a microscope vision into like what has been happening throughout all these years. And it doesn't seem healthy. It doesn't seem like he likes his wife. It just doesn't seem, look at his face. It just don't seem cool. I just don't have no words. It's just like he just doesn't fuck with her. He doesn't like this show. He don't like the cameras. He reminds me of Peter, but a stank version. Peter was with the shits.
I laugh at Charles a whole lot more than I laughed at Peter.
Really? Oh my God, Peter Thomas was funny to me. Okay, Peter Thomas, but he loved Cynthia. Cynthia was the one who didn't properly know how to, or couldn't. She didn't want to be married. I feel like she didn't properly know how to love Peter in the space that he was in at the time. Hell, Peter is a lot now. He's still in the blogs. You know, Peter was just...
Ain't Peter in jail?
Yeah, I'm about to say Peter was just doing something with the restaurants a couple of weeks ago. So Peter is
Peter
still
ain't doing nothing with the restaurants. They didn't tuck them and slap the bill on them and finna slap some cuffs.
You're right. Well, at least he's not giving, like what Porsha said, giving dangling to his little waitresses right now. At least that's not the problem.
Well,
But Peter still...
We got to worry about the waitresses. We got to worry about the cellmate. I'm playing. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop.
Because you
I went too left. I'm sorry.
Peter was
come back.
fun. Cynthia was the one who was a little bit hard to love at the time. So when I see her from a man, it's just so stank to me. And that whole scene just made me a little bit disgusted, even more disgusted with Charles. And when you said the word divorce, I was looking at, just listening to that conversation, I was like, damn, next season I could totally see Angela filing for divorce from this man, or the season after that, because I don't, and like you said, I don't speak ill on nobody's family. I don't see them being together another 5 years after this show.
Yeah, I don't foresee them being long together. I don't see them being together long, honestly, if I'm being real, because the dynamic definitely comes off as I tolerate her and I don't want to be here. And Angela's always asking and requesting, and Charles is always responding and correcting and critiquing. And as someone who's dated someone that acts very similar to Charles, I understand the allure of it, right? Because as a man, when a man presents himself to be the way that Charles is, very straight, very stern, very direct, mean, villainous, in the moments where they are soft and loving and caring, or they show you attention, or they are a provider, they buy you stuff, $495,000 houses and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure Angela has some input. It does make you fall in love. It makes you be like, oh, they like me or they love me because, as someone who is typically always serious and someone who's always mean, or like this, when they're being nice, it's a whole lot more effective. So I can maybe understand the allure that Charles has on Angela. Outside of that, this shit is funny. And if they are going to get a divorce, or if they are going to continue on with their marital issues, I just need Andy and a camera, because the joy I got when I saw Charles pop up, slump down in the chair next to Angela like this, with the tie and the hair and the look, and she next to him looking beautiful. Angela is a baddie.
And you could tell she's trying to push through. I've been in Angela's seat, and just looking at her trying to force that smile out, and he's joking. Because I've been there, I just don't wish that energy on nobody. It disgusts me. So I hear you trying to clean up and make it cute. I don't like nothing about it.
I mean, I'm not trying to clean up and make it cute. I'm just sharing my little.
I mean, no, what I'm saying, like his behavior, like it seriously disgusts.
Oh, in real life, it's bad. Like it's not good. Like, I don't know why anybody would want to continue to be on with someone as a Charles, unless it was for the money, and his last name is Oakley.
His hair is pissing me off in that scene. In that green.
It's just
It's up. And I was,
erratic.
as soon as he would have walked in that door with that hair, that would have pissed me off. The suit color, everything about him would have pissed me off. Just everything.
I want more of Charles and Angela. I need Charles and green screens, but he's gonna embarrass her. As on a human sister level, is bad. As someone who wants to turn on my TV and watch something entertaining and escape from my own foolishness, I need Charles. Charles is funny. And you know why I enjoy Charles so much? While what he does may be toxic, it's real.
It's real. I give you that.
It's real.
Some people would be trying to clean it up for TV. I give you that.
No, he being real. This how I talk to this lady, and she crazy enough to still stand here and be with me. We here. That's what this picture gave me. That's what Charles said. We here.
Around. Hey, yeah. I wish I had some pom pom on my fan. Hey, I got a little tissue. 8 years. 8 years. She just walked around with a little pom pom. 8 years. 8 years. Girl, you looking stupid out here and you pissing us off. Look at her, forcing it. I love Angela though. She's so sweet. And because I've been down that road with the individual, it breaks my heart because I just know where that energy stems from. Charles Oakley used to be that boy back in the day, and now Angela's that girl. And sometimes it's so hard to share that spotlight and to switch it over and be like, okay, it's your turn. Do your thing. Okay, it's my turn.
Do you think that's what it is? She's in the
definitely-
spotlight now.
Oh, yes, ma'am. All of her friends are lame. When a man starts talking like that, it's like, oh, babe, the signs are there. You remember, I almost didn't attend one of my reunions a few seasons ago behind an individual like that because this is lame. You ain't getting paid. It's on YouTube. Your friend's lame. He lame. This one corny. This one. What you doing, bitch?
And so maybe him diminishing what she's doing.
It's purposely. It's nasty.
Is a
I see it. Yeah, it's real. I was on he was on the Chicago Bulls. You was everywhere. Or whatever.
Angela looks good.
She's a bad bitch.
Angela.
She's a baddie.
I'll say it.
Housewives.
Angela's top 5, one of the most beautiful women that's been on this show.
She's a bad. Now the nose she could have left alone, but she's a baddie. She's a beautiful, and to be over 50. Oh,
but even with her nose, we gonna get to it. I screenshotted it when she was sitting next to Cynthia at that bowling alley. I said, "Oh."
But you know Cynthia ain't been clocked in though. We already talked about 50 Cent earlier. You know, Cent been giving half glam, half I'm coming from the house.
I'm just saying. Angela sitting next to Cynthia. Angela was clearing Cynthia now. She was clearing her.
Cheekbones is almost 60. You leave godmother alone. Cheekbones is almost 60, okay? Leave her alone. Mama just throwing on a wig. Mama just throwing on a wig these days and say, where y'all filming at?
I love that. Speaking of throwing on the wig, talk about where y'all filming at.
Shamea. Girl, such an idiot. I gotta cut my fan off. That damn Shamea boy. Let's get into it.
So Shamea meets with Cynthia, everybody.
This is a cute scene.
This is a very cute scene, and this is an important scene.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why this is an important scene by one small detail that was included that makes this scene so important.
Cynthia ate this scene. I'm gonna let you talk. Cynthia ate this scene. She know, bitch.
No, go for it. Go for it.
Cynthia ate this scene to me because she had to clock in. And Cynthia has been around long enough to know if we don't get into the things of the things, this shit not gonna make the cutting board. And when I mean the cutting board, it's not gonna make the show. Cynthia dived all the way into you and Porsha. She was all in that shit. What's going on? And that scene it felt so good because Cynthia has been messy this whole season. But this particular scene, she was messy with a purpose. And I feel like, okay, Cynthia was thinking smart. And she knew, I got to clock in or this not going to make the floor. Because Shamea is like a me. She's like a candy. And when you're activated, it's okay. But when you're like mid, it's mid. Oliver, you on 10 all the time. You know what I'm saying? Shamea is like a me. It's like, you got to activate us to kind of turn it up, or it's gonna sometimes give me. That's why everybody not team Q. I'm okay with that. I'm like Cynthia. I'm okay in my slot, in my lane. Okay, I don't need to be top number one. All these things. I can play my lane the way I know how to play my lane. And Cynthia just did such a great job clocking in to this scene for me. And I was like, oh, she's an OG. And I guess from a producer standpoint, for me, she did exactly what she needed to do in that scene. She looked good, but she didn't overdo or she didn't overpower. Now, I guess I'm gonna be a beat bitch in any scene, but Cynthia, I guess that's why you say in the other scene, like she's playing this friend role so well. She's just so intelligent and smart, and I just in that scene she proved why she was supposed to be on this show.
Cynthia looks so beautiful in this episode. It definitely reminded me of a younger Scent from Housewives seasons past. I thought she looked so beautiful. I like this hair on her. And yeah, Cynthia is clocked in this season. Dare I say Cynthia is the best friend of the show we have had?
Because it ain't Marlo.
Only because Cynthia contributes to the story in the same manner that Marlo did. However, she does it in such a way that it still maintains the concept of the show, which is a group of rich women who are friends.
Mm.
Marlo used to come in there and set the whole bitch on fire and be like, F all y'all, you know.
She like the
we
whole
just
building on fire.
Like the whole building on fire. Cynthia is there in the drama and she's moving the story along, but she's doing it as a friend, you know.
I think Cynthia allows them space to tell their story, to hear their side. Marlo would come in with her own opinion, and because her opinion was so loud and boisterous and bold, you done forgot what the hell the other person even doing in the damn scene, because Marlo done came in and said something so egregious that it done blew the cap on the whole damn building. She done blew up the whole damn building. So I feel like Cynthia comes in and allows them space to tell their side while she's just sitting there munching, eating, yum, yumming, and you know, all of those things. And Marlo would just come in and stir up stuff to another capacity. And I feel like that's the difference between Cynthia and Marlo.
Yeah. Cynthia is exemplifying how you retire as a housewife. I remember a couple years ago, a lot of the seasoned wives were complaining about how the network was getting rid of the older women. And I actually was at BravoCon 2022 was the year we were in New York, and I was in a van with Dr. Heavenly and some of the housewives. Karen Huger was in there. Some of the I actually sat next to Karen Huger.
The madam, the grand,
Yes.
the grand dame is in jail. I wonder what she's doing right now.
Child, running things according to the reports. That's what they say.
I think she's doing some push-ups in her cell or something, or some sit-ups.
I don't think Karen's working out, but they say she's running stuff. They say she's doing well. A report I saw a couple of weeks ago. But anyways, one of the conversations of amongst the housewives, and I don't watch the other seasons or I don't watch the other franchises like that to name them off rip. I see their faces in my head, but I can't name them off rip because I don't watch the other shows like that. I do know there was a housewife from Miami in there. Karen was in the back seat. Heavenly was all the way in the front, and then there was some Beverly Hills girls, some OC girls. I would have to go back to my phone and jog my memory. It was a Sprinter. It was a Mercedes Sprinter. So you know they're a little long. They're a little long.
We need to go to BravoCon together one year, and not like you working, but like we go enjoy the shenanigans.
The only way I'm going to BravoCon is if I'm working.
I want to go and just see the foolishness happen because I've always seen online and stuff like that.
It's cute.
I want to see the girls in person.
I don't care to go as a patron. I would rather be doing something employed, doing something because I don't really, for me, I don't really get into all of this. Like I can watch the show and I could be done. Like I don't need to shake your hand. I don't need an autograph. I'm honestly a fan of the show. I'm not really a fan of you per se. The only people that I actually became a fan of, I can go on record with saying by watching Bravo, was Nene Leakes and Dr. Heavenly. I was a fan of Dr. Heavenly. I looked. I thought you were
gonna say Candy. I thought you were gonna say Candy.
No, but shout out to her though. We love her. Happy birthday, Candy! Belated birthday. No, I can't say I was a fan of Candy.
Happy birthday.
What? See, y'all always make shit so shady.
Happy birthday, Candy.
Now mind you.
I love Candy. Down. Happy birthday, Candy.
Now mind you, you say that like I just shoot her a happy birthday, and I literally, because y'all need to see everything. Y'all need to see everything else. Child. I literally just text her and sang her a whole happy birthday, screaming in the phone. Don't do that.
Happy birthday, Candy.
Happy birthday, girl. Girl,
happy birthday. What favor you say? Well,
don't do that. Don't get my candy coated car shut down. Now don't get.
I forgot y'all. She don't fuck with Phaedra.
Oh, no, it ain't nothing like that.
Speaking of, well, why we on this?
Wait.
Go ahead.
Wait, let me keep us organized. Let me get back to 50 Cent because I don't give her too many praises when I be doing this. So let me give her a shout out.
Alone, bitch.
Cynthia is showing what it means to be a tenured housewife, right? So going back to my earlier conversation, on the van when I was at BravoCon, I can go on record and say I heard the women complaining that they felt the network was moving towards a younger presentation. They wanted younger girls, and the women on that. And I remember I would say the lady name. I just don't watch the show, and I ain't gonna waste time trying to say it. I remember her saying this verbatim. She said, "Y'all keep trying to get younger girls and have them to film with us, and don't realize there's such a huge age gap, not only with us as women, but as mothers." She's like, "Why would I be a 60-year-old woman going to a 5-year-old's birthday party? Like in real life, I would not be doing that." And a lot of them were just complaining about getting getting phased out, right? Nene years ago got presented a friend of the show contract the following season where they wanted to demote her and take away her piece. She didn't take it. Vicky on OC, the first time that they didn't give her a full-time contract, they gave her a friend of, she didn't take it. And a lot of these women see taking a friend of as like, oh, I'm less than, I'm not a star, I'm not important, I'm not things like that. And a lot of times it's not necessarily about not being a star or important. Sometimes just about your inclusion on this season does not garner you to be a peach holder. The vision we have for this season is for you to be a friend because we have another vision that's going to make us money. Maybe what you bring and what you share is not bringing us money. However, I share all that to end off by saying Cynthia has been doing this whole role with grace, and I think that's why she's winning. Like that's why when we watch her, we're enjoying her on the show. She's still doing well. Bravo still calls her. They still hires her. They still hire her. They still use her. Because she's just gracious. And I think what we see on the show is an extension of her graciousness. Like she's a good person, easy to work with, professional, no ego. Baby, we here to work. What the money looking like? How much time y'all want? Okay, cool. Y'all just want me to be a friend? Well, girl, y'all won't get a full lace. Y'all get, you'll get a leave out. You know what I'm saying?
Give her a friend contract. Give Cynthia a friend contract.
People have been talking about Shamea's fashion this entire season, but Shamea has been killing it for me. She looks amazing. Every time I've seen her on this show, she looks fucking amazing.
I wish she'd have gave me like a head of fluffy hair for this look.
Really? Them titties up there, ain't it?
Them titties is up there. The dress is bomb. The dress is cute. The titties is sickening. The skin is sickening. But the dress is flat and the hair is flat. I mean, no, it's a real hair, but I just would have loved a little swoosh, swoosh, a little something different. It's cute.
I like the look.
Great. She looks great.
I like bald hair Shamea.
It's giving Fantasia.
It's bittersweet. I like bald hair Shamea. Now, this scene is very important, y'all.
Who next?
Because we saw on this scene because there was something so important.
Oh, that was Go ahead.
That triggered my ears, which was the green screen of Cynthia saying Porsha and Shamea's friendship reminded her of the one she shared with Nene. And I said, yo.
They trying to get the girl. They trying to get her back.
I said, yo.
There's too many lead-ups.
It's too many lead-ups.
We know these things because they wouldn't even allow her to. They would have bleeped the name out or edit it or cut it or something. Even the flashback they gave Cynthia last week.
Yes.
And they
this
need
reminds
this. They need this. Bring our girl back.
This reminds me of the type of lead up they did season 11 when Kenya wasn't there. And I felt like they kept trying to find opportunities to flash back to Kenya or to cut to Cynthia saying Kenya or Candy talking to Cynthia about Kenya, or there was a mention of Kenya. They kept bringing up Kenya, which to me felt like they were going to bring her back next season, and lo and behold, they did. And so for me, a person who's not a conspiracy believer, I try to stick to the bare bones facts until another truth presents itself. I do feel like they want to bring Nene back. One, she hosted the red carpet for the big NBC what was it, E News Network red carpet that she did. That
recently, yeah.
Yeah, and that was put on by NBC Universal, which is the parent company to all of those networks, E, Bravo, and so forth and so on.
Wow.
Remember, this is the same show that deliberately took her out of the intro she had been in. They went, they found the hard drive, found the file, and took her out.
Ain't that silly?
Ain't that silly?
Nah, that sounds familiar. That sounds silly and familiar.
Don't it? Just deleting stuff.
Just go delete the whole thing.
Just to have to put it back. Just to have to put it back. It's just, girls, whatever. Anyways, come on. They took her out. She not only hosted a red carpet, they flashed back to her last week in last week's episode. This week's episode, they cut to Cynthia's green screen of her saying, "This friendship reminds me so much of mine with Nene." That was a deliberate inclusion. They deliberately put that in there. I think I have officially sipped the juice, and I am on the conspiracy that Nene Leakes is on her way back to Housewives of Atlanta. What you say?
I just was saying, I said the same thing last week. Like, I finally am to a place where I'm with the rest of the crowd. It's like, bring Nene back. Because for years, I'm like, y'all, she cussed out Eddie, she cussed out Network. You know what I'm saying? We just have to be real with some shit. But like, when you look at the numbers, especially the demo numbers we were talking about a couple of weeks ago, we just talking about like all these inclusions of Nene, just how her and NBC are, you know, getting back on the right path, and they're reconciling things. It's like, it's too many lead ups. They need it, and we feel it. And if they don't do it, they're gonna drop the damn ball.
They need it. They need to bring Nene back.
And Brit, well, I mean, I don't know. Nene might come in and read Brit, but that's too easy. You know what I'm saying? But it's a couple of them girls. Y'all,
I would love to see that.
Y'all can send Brit, Andrew, and Phaedra home to collect Nene's check. Don't send Phaedra home. Keep OG.
No, that's your opinion. Keep going. Tell me why. Ooh.
I mean, I need to see what Phaedra. I need to see what she's doing. I need to see what she's bringing these last 2 episodes of the whole season.
Well, I don't think Nene's going to be brought back at the amount that she necessarily wants, because let's be clear, and I love Nene.
If they bring her back as a friend of, keep it.
I love Nene. Damn, y'all know I'm a Nene stan over here, but let's be real.
Let's be real. She cussed them people out over there.
You done cussed them people out.
They're not getting,
you know what I'm saying?
An episode no more, mama.
Now, I do feel like, and again, I'm on the outside looking in, we don't know, but I do feel like they could come to a nice agreement on a nice amount for said services and time. I think they will come to an agreed amount. I don't think Nene Leakes is going to come back in swinging the way she was swinging.
Full capacity, no. They'll probably give about 75% of what she was getting the first time. They won't give her the whole 100.
Oh, come on, calculator, you know.
Oh, yes, God. On this side of things, you better know. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her that. I mean, Nene was making bank. I mean, she just recently said in the last, one of her recent, I think, episodes with her and Cynthia, because she was talking about what she missed about the show, and the first thing that came out of her mouth was the paycheck. I was gonna bring up a point earlier, but
how much she said she was making an episode?
She didn't say. She was just saying like she just missed the pay. Nene Leakes.
I know some Bravo girls over there making $250,000 an episode. I ain't tell you what I heard, bitch. I'm telling you what my eyes saw, bitch.
No. Come on, Heavenly.
No, that's not who I'm talking about. So no, I don't know about it. That's actually not who I'm talking about. Even though Heavenly did tell me how much she made an episode, which it ain't far off. I mean, which she said how much she makes an episode. It ain't far off. It ain't far off. But
Nene and that goddamn YouTube gonna get her in just as much trouble as we be in. Because Tamar, and I know I'm off, but Tamar calling Lonnie Love this week a big back Cadillac. I about jumped through my window. Like I'ma just eat, just push the button, and I just want to just open the roof and just send me through it. And Nene was just sitting there just trying to gather her things and not read Lonnie or Candy. But I said Nene gonna end up in a whole lot of shit behind this damn YouTube.
Nene and Lonnie ain't got no problems.
But it was just the fact that, she was sitting there keying about it. You know how people just go
Like me, you just be sitting here keying, and then get. I didn't say it. I didn't did it. I ain't said it.
Interviewing is one thing. Interviewing is one thing. Being in the scene is another thing. But
I get in it.
I give you that one. But being in an interview is one thing, and being in the scene is different. But I was just thinking this week, Nene gonna end up in a whole lot of shit behind that damn, behind that YouTube channel. But she was just explaining how she possibly, or she could have had Lonnie's seat, or she got a call from the real. Basically, I don't know whose seat she was gonna have, but I don't think they would have had her and Lonnie in the same ensemble because they're too similar, But yeah, that Nene Leakes was tripping me out this week with her, and that sit down between her and Tamar was so funny. The one with her and Cynthia was funny to go down memory lane, but that one between her and Tamar was, she was throwing shade, and Nene is still active. She's still that girl. She's still pretty. She's still
live, Uncle Richard.
The body's still there, huh?
Mm-hmm. No, my Uncle Richard. He's gonna come in here and get it crunk. I had the time on live.
Oh my Lord. I hear that. I hear them doorbells ringing back there.
It'll get it going.
But yeah, that Nene Leakes, she tripped me out this week. But she's definitely still, she ready. She throwing the game coach. I would have loved to see. No, I wouldn't love to see Tamar on Housewives. I'll take that back. I'll take that back.
Going back to the Housewives and media showing out. So in this scene, Cynthia is talking to Shamea about her issue with Porsha, and Shamea brings up Porsha's mother, right? And so this is important because a couple days ago, Porsha, in a now deleted Instagram post, said the following. I'm gonna say this. I'm watching new episode at Shamea Morton. Let me go back. I'm gonna just say this.
You had it right.
I'm watching new episode, Shamea Morton. Now, don't take it there. Don't imply ish about Diane Williams. I've been keeping it cute/quiet, and you can do and say what you want in me. Now, wait a minute.
She meant about me, but here goes Shamea and Porsha. That's what we were talking about. See here.
Porsha said you could do. You can do and say what you want in me.
Porsha. My God, Porsha.
Woo. In me.
My God.
Do it in me, Lord.
In me.
But hear me when I say wrong. Talking about, well, your mom thought my mom was a friend, knowing God well what she did to my mom was highly egregious. Don't do it. Keep playing victim in that BS. Don't F with my mom. Every time somebody talk about their mama, I just think about Mariah on Married to Medicine. That's your mama and that's my.
I just think about Candy. Don't talk about my mama. Don't talk about my mama. That's my mama. That's my mama. She's on Watch What Happen Live. That's my mama.
Don't talk about her man. Don't talk about her man.
That's me all day. Do you feel like what happened in that scene though warranted Porsha's reaction?
No.
Porsha is looking for a reason to try to be.
I'ma throw Porsha a bone. I totally understand what Porsha is going through right now. I get what could have motivated her to make that post. I get it. I'm not saying I agree, but I understand. Hey. My people don't care.
I need me a drink too.
Oh, what's this? It got alcohol in it. You sure? You know I can't drink.
What y'all pouring up?
My uncle done made some tea.
You gotta like moonshine, some damn tea.
It's good.
Thanks, Unc.
My Uncle Rich is so funny, y'all. No, I do like it.
Porsha and Shamea.
Thank you.
Shamea.
My people don't care that. They don't care.
Where are you filming?
They don't know about. They don't care
Egg.
nothing about. They don't care nothing about the Oliver or the Twix or the X. Because to them, you was Eddie Oliver.
Oh, Eddie, you want some sweet tea while you on there with
Eddie,
your little friends?
what you doing? Come over here. My Siri not working. Eddie, the TV batteries. Eddie, they don't care. I'm on live. They don't give it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When I'm getting boom and things are coming in here, that comments.
Right. I want y'all
while
to
I'm
keep bringing me the sweet tea.
Okay.
You make sure it's sweet.
Now this is
I can't wait.
This is how the things continue. You know what I'm saying? I love my people. When I say I love my family, love them down. I really do.
Yeah.
Anyways, I do not think this post
warranted what happened in that scene.
Or what happened in the scene warranted this post.
Did Shamea go in on her mom? Did she?
No, she didn't. She just mentioned it to Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in Porsha's defense, I can understand with Porsha what seems to me in having the mindset that Shamea is ambushing her on camera. She's trying to switch up on her on camera. She's trying to like she said, ambush her. She used that word ambush this episode. I can see why she feels like Shamea mentioning this issue that didn't happen on camera between their parents in a private scene could be a potential ambush. Because to Porsha, who's now in awe with Shamea, you mentioning this leads to what? This means what? What are you trying to do? Because Porsha's in the mindset of Shamea is trying to ambush her and do her wrong on the show. So I understand the flames that fueled the fire in that post. I do not agree that she should have made that post. I do believe that should have been a private conversation just to de-escalate the confusion that's going on in the public. And now we got the mamas in it. It's just getting crazy out here.
Especially days after that birthday post. Literally minutes after that birthday post, Porsha turns around and shoots Shamea with this. So it's kind of like, ugh, their friendship is looking real nasty. I hope they can clean all this up by reunion time, hopefully in time for the next season if Shamea is invited back. And hell, if Porsha's invited back. And even in their friendship in real life, because I hate the way this shit can flip some stuff. But I feel like they need to talk in private, in person, and have an honest conversation, because the conversation that they had later on in this episode was not it. It was so surface. It was not it. And I feel like, in my opinion, it did more damage. Because if I was Shamea, I would have left pissed.
Now, I understand why Porsha could be upset again with Shamea and sharing that, because now my messy ass want to know, well, what was so egregious that Shamea mama did to Miss Diane? What happened?
Friends, let's get Aaron, let's get Andy in the camera
and go around into Decatur, where it's greater, clearly.
To their mama house, not to the cast, to their mama's house.
To Miss Diane's house. Now we got access to that house. Let's go around there.
We can't film at Porsche house. We go to Miss Diane's house.
We go to Miss Diane's house, though.
And I know she in there talking shit because Miss Diane thinks she's 35. Miss Diane be beat. She's one of the most beat moms on Bravo. The body, the hair, the makeup. Yeah, she be getting it. I guess I'm a little intrigued too. Like, I want to know what happened with the friendships, and it's probably a clear indication of what's going on with their daughters. Non-communication, who's the biggest diva, all that type shit. You know how this shit plays into a friendship.
It's crazy, and it's sad to see it play out, but such is life. On to the next scene, which is our girl Drew Sidora in the car on the phone with her mama.
In the car.
on the phone with her mama. I love this outfit that Drew has on. She has been doing such a great job this season when it comes to her styling. She looks amazing.
I have nothing to say about Drew. I just keep going. I don't want to be shady. I'm just agreeing.
Now, I will say this. Again, I'm not picking a side, especially in married people business. But Drew and her mother talking about the details of that case in that car on that show, to me, proves the reason to be right on why Ralph wanted the case to be public.
My God, today.
Because whether it is the truth or not, none of us know. Only the people involved know. It
Agreed.
is unfair for
The children.
Drew to have this platform, a national, international platform such as Housewives, and share the details of the divorce case her way, as well as her opinions, and Ralph not have some sort of opportunity to vindicate himself, share his side, or at least operate in full transparency. I understand why he wanted the case public. I understand. You ain't here for it.
Two sillies. Drew and Ralph.
Um,
I was so thankful for the mom being in this episode.
yeah. What she said earlier that you referenced, she said it in the next scene, so we're gonna save it for that. But we did get introduced to her this episode. Well, not this episode, but more in this scene for this episode. I want to know what happened leading up to Drew being locked out of the house. You know, I feel like when Drew shares these stories between her and Ralph,
It'd be half. It should be leaving shit out.
I want to know what led up to it. Like what happened
And where
that
was the
made
camera?
Ralph? Yeah, like what the ring cam on the house, because it's a ring cam by the door. What happened?
And there's a full 24/7 production crew following. Where is the flashback, people? We don't got one argument with Drew and Ralph, y'all. Come on. Now, production, we've been hyping them up past what 11, 10 episodes. This episode, in that particular moment, we missed some things. Same thing with Britt Edie. I feel like sometimes we've been missing some stuff, you know, with her sisters and all that. Where is the showrunners? And this is the producer side of me. I need the people in the field.
In the field.
I need my showrunners in the field, because we're missing stuff to these pieces. And yeah, we're keeping it about the women, but when it comes to the individual stories, we're missing some things.
Yeah. And I think a lot of this season honestly has to do with a lot of these women are in court with their men, and they can't talk
Share.
about certain things.
Yeah,
They can't
right.
share, like they literally cannot share in show. I must say,
with Kelly and her ex, it's happening with Porsha.
mhm.
Britt got a lot of shit going on behind the scenes with Kenya that we just skating over. Like, these are the things that we want to see, but I have to agree with you. There's a lot of shit that they can't talk about. Shit that's happening with Ralph and Drew. I'm pretty sure they're talking about their case, but I'm pretty sure there's some things that we can't see too, you know. So
Yeah.
which sucks. Same thing for Porsha. You know, Porsha and her damn man. I feel like I wouldn't be so aggravated with Porsha this season if we would have got a little bit more of what was actually happening. Because Porsha's so surface, every episode is her crying, walking off, she breaking fourth wall, she don't want to be here, it's too much. Please stop, Shamea. No, please clock in, Porsha. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think I have to agree with that. I think that's why I'm a little bit frustrated with her, because if we were seeing what was happening with her and somebody or whatever his damn name is, and PJ, Porsha wouldn't have to work as hard, and it could come off a little bit more real.
Yeah.
In the reality.
I agree with you on that. I would like to see a little bit more of Portia's story. I would like to see these things that she shares with the group. And again, I know she's a little handicapped this season because of all of the court and legal issues that her and her ex are going through. But it doesn't help. It doesn't help. It does take away from the story.
Which is why they're pulling at their friendship so hard, because they don't have anything else to go off of. So they're going to pluck at what's closest to the audience, fan base, to the audience, and what you guys are, you know, going around saying about each other. So this is why they own y'all friendship so hard, Porsha and Shamea, because, you know, Shamea is giving us more, but Portia's really not giving us enough. And so they only can pull at what is happening within the group. So I think we just cracked the code on why Shamea and Portia's friendship is even brought so heavy to the forefront. Of course, we're gonna come up, right? Because this has been years that we've known Shamea. But for it to be brought on and be talked about and plucked and discussed so heavy is because Porsha doesn't have literally nothing else going on.
Yeah.
She ain't dating. The divorce ain't final. She can't film in the house. We seen PJ one time this season, you know. So they got to talk about what's the closest thing, and that's Shamea.
Now, what they need to do as we go on to the next scene, because they continue to talk about Porsha and Shamea at the bowling alley. What they need to do is get Bravo Andy in the camera and go around into ICE and check in on Simon and see what's going on over there in captivity where he is. Now that's what I want to see.
Oh yeah, I just saw that. Yeah.
Why you sound so sad that Simon is over there on ICE?
I don't know, because this the whole ICE stuff is just a little mean. I don't know. I don't have nothing to say.
The ICE stuff is a lot. The ICE
mean.
stuff is a lot.
It's like snatching somebody up from their family. It's just like, that's not funny. You know? I don't know. I think it's kind of sad.
The only reason why I cackle at Simon because I don't.
He's over causing all this riffraff.
Like
he ain't supposed to be here, boy. Go to your class. Go to your house.
He literally was on the internet, like going hard at Porsha.
So it's like you need to be staying low, sir. You over here all in the blogs in the motherfucking United States. You need to be chill, duck down in Duluth.
Oh, he chilling all right. He on ICE. He's chilling all right.
That's cold-blooded, man. But hey, we do this shit to ourselves, like
cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded, bitch. Like he chilling on ICE, all right. I mean, I can't even defend you, my friend. Like you are chilling.
Y'all just witnessed why Q was one of my favorite people in this world. Cause how he gonna tell me the ICE stuff mean? Gonna follow up on the joke talking about he just need to chill. And here I go with he chilling all right. Man, that's cold-blooded.
That's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded. God damn. You can't even defend a bitch like that. It's like, okay, well, I tried to soften it up and it's mean, but girl, you right here starting shit and getting it crump. So
on to this bowling scene, child.
You get the attention that comes to you. Porsha, her little jumpsuit, that Porsha will wiggle her ass in something, boy.
Okay.
Shake it.
I love it.
I love it too. Give me that Georgia peach, baby.
She was a woman after my own heart because I'll squeeze into
a two-piece and have that ass out
and just be shaking just uncontrollably the same way she was. So I get it.
I still went to your closet and got that little number. You that little pen right here.
we both shop at Tag by Candy.
Went down and got that piece from the dungeon part of the stove.
No, now let me tell you something. Now, if you want to piss Candy off, let me tell you
something. Talk about that dungeon,
baby.
Ooh, she don't play about that. See that? I'm currently on that season right now. Before Nene came back, Porsha and Phaedra. Phaedra is Phaedra is such a liar, and Candy had every right to be mad about that, and I still be mad about it to this day as well. So kudos to Candy. You want to piss me off? Talk about some shit that ain't true. And the crazy part is Candy is such a sex-driven liberal person. So if she had a sex dungeon, I think we all would know about it. But anyways, topic for another day. But you talk about pissing her off, she had every right to be pissed. Because Phaedra straight up pulled a lot out of her ass like she wasn't filming a TV show. And then here go Porsha. Candy sent me a cease and desist, so I can't really speak on it. So I'm gonna turn this over to Phaedra.
You so funny.
That was some of the funniest television to me, Oliver. I was in here dying the other night, like because I remember it happening, but I think my rewatches really let me sit down and dive into the foolishness. Phaedra and Porsha was wrong. Frick and Frack was whack.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And here she go. Which one is Frick and which one is Frack?
Porsha was first, so she was Frick. Okay,
well here go Frick with the ish at the bowling alley. Talking about Shamea and why'd you falling out over there? I want to say this.
Here go Frick. I'm over here.
Angela
look 25 in this. Now I do what you see. I see what you're saying about sin. Now, God, mommy, give me that wig and give it to Noelle, and I mean give it to her right now.
Do you see Angela sitting right now?
25. She looks 25.
her stomach is out. Like she has on like a vest, but her stomach and back is out.
And it's cut at like the belly button. Body is bodying at 60. Body is bodying the 20-year-old girls. The older we get, the more the more come with it.
And that's why I'm
tipping and plucking and tucking.
Now.
By the time, babe, she do look good in that scene. She look good in that scene. I give you that. She look good.
By the time I get to Angela age, oh baby. I ain't gonna be doing, I ain't gonna mess with none of.
Please don't give me no more. Don't give me no nose. Just you can do put all the fat transfer you want to do, friend. Stay away from that face.
I got you. Angela looked freaking amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I felt for Porsha in the scene. I did. I felt for her. I did. I felt for her.
Look away. Cynthia sitting there like, bitch, come on with the bullshit.
You so funny. I felt for Porsha because it has to be hard being her, being back on this show on a huge platform with so many opinions coming your way, while going through a divorce from a man that already brought you controversy when you guys entered the relationship. You're a Porsha Williams, so you look beautiful.
She
the hair.
Like, I'm looking at her now like, damn, Porsha's pretty too now. Porsha's a beautiful.
Portia's freaking beautiful. She looks amazing this season. Porsha looks amazing this season. You're Porsha Williams. You're a celebrity. You're a star. You're famous. You're beautiful. You're desirable. But right now, you're everything but, honestly. And that's not throwing shade to her, but that's just talking about to what her reality is. You're going through a divorce. You're not really holding center court on this show like that. You know what I mean? Like that. On top of whatever issues she may be going through, I felt for her on this scene. I felt really bad. I felt bad. I did. I was like, that has to be a lot.
If Kenya was here, I feel like we would enjoy Porsha a little bit more because we would have two of them as center anchors to kind of balance this thing out. But because the weight of the shoulder is on Porsha, it's just not panning out for her the best. But I feel like if we would have had Kenya and Porsha, it would have balanced out a little bit more. Not saying I don't feel for her in this scene. I feel for her situation, but I feel like now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like if we would have had Porsha and Kenya, this probably would have we could eat this meal a little bit better.
Oh yeah,
with some sauce on it.
I feel like Kenya would have helped her curate the conversation a lot better.
Because you're like a Kenya, and I'm a Porsha. Sometimes the way we deliver things, we can be saying the same thing, and it come off two separate ends of the table. Yours is more cleaned up, polished, and you can deliver a little bit better. Worded a little bit better. Me, it's real raw, it's uncut. Sometimes, bitch, I half time can't remember shit. I get to putting the first word in the sentence at the last word of the sentence, and it should be just, especially if I'm mad, because my everything just up. And so I guess with Kenya being able to articulate a little bit better, we could understand Porsha a little bit better. But because she can't articulate it, and sometimes I have that problem, sometimes the way I deliver it is not as clean and people can't understand it because I didn't deliver it in the best way. And I feel like, and that's why I'm making a statement. Like, if we would have had a little bit more balance of Kenya and Porsha, I could have received Porsha a little bit better this season. Because Kenya's going through the same damn thing. Not saying that she can't film in her own house, but she's going through some of the same things.
Literally is.
Yeah.
And going back to what we said earlier about, the whole chasing thing, that's why I do talk about it on live, because it gives you that practice. I wanted to repeat what you just said. It literally just left me. But I want to, right there it goes. I want to get that practice so I can articulate myself well in those tense moments, in those emotional moments, in those controversial moments. I still want to be able to maintain my same level of poise, class, and clarity when I'm calm and or happy when I'm also in a situation.
I'm learning now. Because when I come down, I'm like, oh, I could have said this, should have said this, didn't say this, could have cleared this up. But bitch, it's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Which,
I'm working on that.
which is also a reason why I be waiting to, speak, because I'll be having to let me talk to myself first and let me just sit with it.
I need to learn that because I'm in a moment and baby is coming out in that moment.
That's one of the best tools. Top 3 tools I can say has helped my career out is that when things get contentious, I never jump up immediately and be like, oh, let me respond or let me say this. I always have practiced patience, waiting and listening and waiting.
And that brings me back to my point earlier when I said like it took so much patience, and last week was ugly, but it was some growth in myself. It took so much to me not to respond to certain people.
Yeah.
People, not even just the owner, like that's sideways or that's to the side. It was some other comments. It was old cast members. It was cast members from different shows saying things, and I'm just learning how to just not respond.
Yeah.
Or what?
And I'll give you a nugget. I don't know if this will help you, but what honestly helps me is who are they?
For what? Respond for
and it's not
what?
It's not me being rude, but for who, what weight does their opinion hold honestly in my life? What you see how I can say something or how we can say something and things
Go left.
move. Well, things move. They can move good or bad, but they move. When y'all say something, it's just over. You know what I'm saying? So,
and the crazy and
why would I even get upset about
that
y'all
brings
sharing y'all opinion? Y'all can't affect change.
Brings me to the perfect point. There was someone who responded and had a comment to say last week, and I was like, you just was reaching for a moment to like grasp at low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
There's no other time nobody wants to hear your opinion. There's no other time that nobody wanted you even a part of that particular platform. So for you to make a comment makes you look silly in the comments. So I had to learn to why respond. What weight is it going to hold? It's only just going to continue to drag things out and make things worse. Before, I feel like Nene, no one knew you until you knew me.
Yikes. Yeah, that's another reason why I don't really watch the lives or like really go into them, because I do
It
have.
wasn't even a live. It was a comment.
And maybe this is that pompous attitude they talk about showing up. You say pompous, I say protecting my peace and just dedicating my time and energy to something more fruitful. Why would I spend time listening to someone who I don't value their opinion?
Mm-hmm. And it be lying too, so that's another whole.
Like I don't value your opinion, so why would I listen to it?
Mm-hmm.
Child, the mama finally done showed up.
Drew mama.
This ain't Drew
this
mama.
Is Angela
Angela mama.
Angela mama.
Angela mama child then finally showed up. She done mosey through the door. I love this scene. I love this scene. Angela continues to ish on these girls. Like she finally ish. Yes. Anyway,
I love this scene, but I think because I do follow the girls on social media, I think I like this morning because I was so hungover. I'm still trying to gather myself. So I kind of wanted to like just go on to Instagram and see what they was talking about. And I think Angela's mom passed away. And this was like her first and last time on camera. I think she just passed away recently. That's why I was like, damn, this scene was sad. Like, I don't even know what happened in this scene. I think I just went to her Instagram and saw that she passed away, and just to read her comments about how she felt about last night's episode, I was like, damn. I don't even think I remember this scene. What did Angela Mama talk about in this scene?
My gosh, she did pass. She passed 7 months ago. I'm looking at it right now. Oh my god.
You know that's time of filming
Rest
of the
in
show.
peace.
So that was like, damn. that was kind of that's sad, you know. That's
her name. Her name was Margaret. Yeah, her name was Margaret. Of our beloved mother. Oh yes, Margaret. Oh my god.
Yeah, I read that literally this morning. That's why when I was looking at the scene, I don't think I was watching the scene. I just went to her page and I was like, "Oh, her mom passed."
Well, I'm actually glad. Well, I'm not. Well, I'm gonna say glad.
I mean, yeah, glad
not
she got
glad.
that moment.
But
have on camera. Remember, yeah.
Now knowing she passed, my note that I had for this scene was I was so happy that the house debacle got put to rest. Because that's that lady mama. You know, and even though Angela did not want her mom, Angela more so wanted to take care of her mother. I respected that mother for saying, we just went and got our own thing, which I thought was so mature. I thought it was so smart, and I thought it was the perfect solution for whatever conflict was going on. Everybody leave and go get their own thing. I thought that was perfect.
Yeah.
I like that kind of solution.
And if it brings her peace, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
If it bring my mama peace, why am I gonna make her more upset about something that I want?
Mm-hmm.
When I got everything that I want, I'm trying to make her do what I want her to do. Like, no. I don't even know what happened in that scene, but what happened with the house? You talking about they were trying to sell the house last week?
No, remember a couple of episodes, well, not a couple, very early on in the season when Angela sat down with her daughter, the daughter said there was a issue that happened at the house between her
And the
versus
auntie,
and she felt like the mother wasn't like protective or like intervening or something like that.
I
And so
go
this
back and watch
was
that
so
scene.
this scene was a follow-up to her sitting down with her
Okay.
daughter.
Did they get
Yeah.
into the foolishness? I was kind of
So
gathering myself on the couch watching the
she
scene.
talked they talked about it. They did talk about it. And ultimately that's why the mother said she got up and left, you know.
Too much drama.
She really put it on. She didn't want to cause stress on her daughter, you know, and she felt like she wanted to be more reliant, which again, I respected that. Like I thought that was a smart decision to make. Like the only solution, not saying the only solution, but the best solution, everybody go their own way. Everybody be responsible for themselves for living. You know? I thought that was great.
Agreed.
Now what I want to know, where's the sister? Because Angela keep talking about the sister,
I've
and
been
every
wanting her
time they
all
mention the
season.
sister, every time they mention the sister name, they bleep it out. Anytime the picture of the sister get included on the show, they blur it out. What happened with this sister?
Oh, you
What's going
caught
on
that
with
tea?
the sister?
I
Okay,
missed that.
oh,
I want Britt's sister and Angela's sister to come on this show.
oh, let me tell you, I'm officially clocked back into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Especially this second half of the season, like I would say starting like maybe an episode, maybe 2 episodes ago. Oh, the show is good.
Yeah.
Oh, they're eating. Oh, this right here, these last like 3 episodes clears the last 2 seasons for me. Like,
And I hope they only go further. I hope they only continue to get better and better. I hope Phaedra comes and just takes shit up to another level. I hope they continue to go further and further and further into being good.
Yeah. Where is sister at?
Where's she at?
Yeah. Just
Where's she
Heavenly
at?
sister at. Where these sisters at?
Now, Heavenly Sister will come and shake shit at Mary to Medicine. I know she probably fighting it tooth and nail because she don't want to do no personal. But we can leave Daddy alone.
No, Heavenly was open to it.
She was.
No,
Where's
Heavenly,
that?
no, Heavenly. They tried. She talked about it. She talked about it publicly. They tried to film, but something happened with the sister, and it fell through. But like, they were this close to filming.
Ooh, that would have been good because we've been hearing about this sister for years, and just the bad relationship that just Heavenly's upbringing and all that stuff. That would have been so good.
I just one more salute for Angela Oakley looking like a baddie.
I like this look.
I love this look.
I like this look. She looks
Angela has officially been adopted into the housewife lore for me. Like she's officially an Atlanta housewife. Like
see, I needed that hair on Shamea a couple of scenes. She had on that little leopard print like Angela got on right there. I needed big hair. I needed big hair for Angela. I meant for Shamea. I see Angela's look. No complaints. No critiques. Nothing. She looks great. Not too much jewelry. Just eating. I needed that hair on Shamea.
Not too much of my dog, okay?
I love Shamea.
The next scene, guys, made me say this woman is the smartest housewife this season. She is the smartest housewife. And I have to say, in my opinion, the smartest housewife award goes to Kelly.
She got the shit now.
Goes to Kelly.
I like
in this scene, we see Kelly driving with her daughter as she's teaching her to drive. But guys, Kelly really is really giving a masterclass on what you do when you get on reality TV. And I'm gonna break it down. This innocent scene, so heartfelt, so relatable, so loving, a mother showing her daughter how to drive. And of course, fabulous housewife style.
In
It's in a black truck.
Range. Oh, bitch. I said, Are we teaching this baby to drive in a black caddy?
Baby, I love it. I love it.
My
I
little
love the
sister, my,
foolishness.
my baby sister, she grown, can't even drive my shit. Like, what?
I love
But
it.
this is so Housewives coded though. Like, look how many Housewives we've seen allow their kids driving in their fancy ass cars. Like, I remember Kyle Richards had her baby out driving the neighborhood in her Porsche. We've seen Nene baby driving, and he was running over cones, and Nene was standing in the parking lot screaming.
Nene bought a car for one of her sons, cash.
Cash.
40 something cash. 40K cash.
But no, not that one. I think it was the youngest son that they were teaching to drive. I can't even remember, but her and Greg was, so this is just so Housewives coded, and it felt so good because it's something that we've seen before. And she's in the formula. She's in the blueprint, like driving my fancy ass car, and we out here test driving in the neighborhood. I love that scene too.
Yeah.
That's all I had to say.
Yeah, no, thank you. She's doing this innocent thing, which is teaching her daughter how to drive. However, guys, this whole entire time, Kelly is clocked in talking about her business. I said, Kelly, I like you. I like you. Because, and I don't even know if this is intentional. I don't even know if she's purposely doing this, but to be teaching your daughter how to drive while in this fancy car automatically is going to draw people automatically, right? It's everybody's been here before. We've all done this. It's a very relatable thing. Very relatable, right? However, the conversation Kelly is having with her daughter is about how she's going to incorporate her in the business and how the business is potentially opening up a second location. I believe they say it's Sandy Springs, and how the daughter is going to be interviewing and how the daughter is going to be doing this. And the business is, this is the phase we're at. And I said, Kelly, do your thing. On top of Kelly being on social media with the girls doing content, talking about Housewives, but we're in the kitchen with Kelly's products. We got the books, we got the pancakes, we got the Kelly is a girl after my own heart.
Clocked in. We love that.
Just clocked in.
Clocked in.
I'm selling the story of my family while also selling you a pancake.
That's still mine. Still mine.
That's still mine.
Still mine.
This young lady right here, I think she's gonna be a star. I don't know what it is about her and just how well she speaks, and how comfortable Kelly is with her and the types of conversations they have. But it's just something about her that says like she gonna be good. Like she gonna be all right.
She reminds me of Riley.
You said Riley?
Riley was very mature for her age. She always spoke up. I feel like she's always reading Candy. And Noelle too. These, the younger kids I feel like they're a little bit more charged up. Even if you could jump over to Salt Lake City, Mildred's son, whatever that lady name is, Mildred, Med, whatever.
It was what?
Med, shut the fuck up. No.
Meredith is wild.
Whatever whatever her damn name is, she has a son, and he's a little smart mouth and catty too. So I feel like when you are the house, or when you're the kid of these, celebrities and stuff like that, I don't know. I kind of feel like they all have a little stardom in them in their own right, and that's why they all have a show. And I feel like they have that new show on Bravo, but she reminds me of Riley a little bit. She reminds me of Candy Burris' daughter. Very quiet, but still has. When she does talk, it's very impactful. Because when she told her mama, "I don't want to be like you," that thing still is ringing a chord in me, in my inside. That thing, that struck me so hard as a parent. And so yeah. I think she's cool. I like her.
I need to go on a quick bathroom break. I've been trying to hold it, but I can't.
I'm naked down here, so I can't get up.
Don't do that.
Can you believe I just did this whole 2-hour live with no?
Oh, I do it all the time, child. So yes, I believe it.
No bottom.
Y'all, we're gonna go on a quick little break. It's gonna be like 3 minutes, maybe 5. I'm probably gonna play the intro songs. I got to go. Okay, so y'all. No. But
just wrap this up then.
No. I have to go, but I just don't want to go and then I'm rushing back before it does whatever. So I'm gonna play like trying to see. Well, this is 2 minutes, so I'm gonna play this little excerpt. We'll be right back, y'all. All right. Jeez.
Check out this clip from an all-new season of In the Mix with Twix, a live digital digest.
I can see that girl, right? So I don't have no personal issues with T-Pain, but he stole from my friend. Okay, he stole the song from Sarah that was in the band with me. Okay, she had to sue him. All right. You know, I'm a dance off of T-Pain music in the club if Sarah not there. But if I'm talking about it, then you know I gotta be like, yeah, I'm not riding with T-Pain. No.
That's crazy.
What song did he steal from her? And did she win the lawsuit?
Right.
She got a couple of dollars. Yes, she did.
Ooh.
What song was it,
Which
Babs?
song was it?
If I tell you that I don't want to say something and I'm not correct.
Okay,
So
I got you.
I gotta hit Sarah to get the correct name, but that she got some money. And she did sue.
Damn,
And
she
she
took his
did
ass
help
to
write
court.
that song. And he put another artist on it and act like that girl and him wrote that record. And then, we not like that. We not like that.
So let me ask you this. Sarah got paid. Did the judge say pay her, or did T-Pain say we ain't gonna take it to the judge? Let's handle this in our own, and I'll just write. Which one was it?
From what I could remember, Sarah telling me, the judge gave her that money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh!
Sarah was working with T-Pain.
She was writing with him and working with him and stuff. Yeah.
Sarah in the band. You not in the band. Sarah in the band. Yo.
Oliver.
Be sure to watch In the Mix with Twix, a live digital digest every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Oliver here with a quick Twix tip. Listen, follow all of the in-app suggestions you see in Professional Dashboard, like seeing all the next steps for growth from the homepage, or going to the creation page and looking at the top suggested videos that can be recreated as reels. All of those suggestions are there to help you, so take the time to explore, because your next viral moment may just be one click away. You know.
Hey y'all, we back. The day is saved, honey, because I was finna pop. Okay.
I'm over about to die. I needed a banana, bitch. I'm about to die over here.
Not finna die. I didn't clip the scene. But I do have some of the images from it, but I want to talk about this scene with Drew and her mother. Okay, so this is of course earlier. But the mother joins Drew at the house and they have a sit down that gets very emotional. Basically, the mother informed Drew that the children are being affected by what's going on between you and Ralph, and that sends Drew into a tizzy. I first want to say shout out to the mother for agreeing with us that all of this is silly,
stupid, and I love how they just pan the camera over to that damn staircase to go down to the basement. Silly.
Him downstairs.
Look at mother on that phone. Yeah. Playing. Get mother on that phone.
The mother said, what I didn't, I'm paraphrasing, I didn't agree with the courts putting y'all in the same house. I said, now somebody got sense around.
Somebody got some sense around there. Because if I'd have heard that stupid ass shit, that he got to move to the basement. What basement? I know you're talking about in his house, Judge. Yeah, the mama got some sense around now.
And so, guys,
I got nothing for Drew. Silly.
Yeah, me neither.
I ain't got nothing. That's what I'm saying. I don't got nothing. Drew being Drew. She crying. Drew cried every week about something. Her and Porsha, we gonna put them in the same box. Silly.
Oh my God.
Just Drew, Porsha, Dennis, and Ralph. Put them all in one box.
Just silly together.
Silly together. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get out of the four sillies. What was their wrap-up scene tonight? Oh, last night.
Girl, you don't remember?
Oh my God, these two sillies. I forgot. We're putting them in the box too. Put Shamea over there in the box too with the sillies.
So Shamea and Porsha have their
They
sit down.
ain't discussed shit. Never mind me and you when we sat down.
Yeah, our first sit down, we really didn't talk about
We
anything.
didn't talk about shit. We argued through the ranks. Like we argued around what we were talking about, and we never gave the people what we were discussing, which I'm grateful for because we didn't dive.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? We don't look like Shamea and Porsha with all of our shit out here.
No, that couldn't have been.
But I feel like even in this scene, they kind of did the thing that we did that one time. Like, doing all this beating around the bush to the conversation. And it's just like, it leads to people nowhere. And I get it. We're trying to protect the friendship. But, I feel like if we were doing reality TV now, it would be so different. It's all hats off. You know what I'm saying? Not putting all the cards on the table, but.
Q is not. I'm crazy. I'm crazy.
Me too. I think I'm crazier now than I was back then.
I'm crazy.
My mouth is slicker now that I can stand 10 toes on me now than I'm back then. There were certain shit and conversations that I would run from now. Back then that I'm like, please line us up today.
I don't care. I don't care how confident I am till this day. That conversation we had at Cynthia Bailey's winery that day, baby, I would never. Like I couldn't.
You different. That's different. I'm saying
couldn't.
If I was to handle reality TV again, it would be different. I feel like putting our main shit on the table or what we was, it was a little sticky and because of what we were going at it about, we couldn't even dive into. So we could have, but we didn't. So that's how I felt about Porsha and Shamea. I'm like, we didn't really get nothing out of this conversation besides y'all need better communication skills. And Porsha need to grow up.
But Q, let me ask you this. I'm also stalling, so I'm trying to get these up the pretty way.
I see you over there fidgeting and trying to find
you
something.
See it. No, I had well, you saw I had put together the whole thing, and literally 10 minutes before I stopped at the last scene. And it was either be late and start on time. I mean, it was either be late and finish a slideshow or start on time and just try to do it while y'all
I like when we on time.
Yeah. For the most part, we're always on time. I think the one time I was like a minute late. But we be on time. Yeah.
I was like a couple of days late and I got fired. So okay, I'm let it go. That's my last one.
Well, and you know what? Like this is why you should keep informed people around you, because even in the mix with Twigs, it was my suggestion. I was like, before you announce this, before you say this is Aaron, before you do all of that,
that's edited.
Please let me film all the green screens. Let me film all the green screens because things can happen. Things can happen. That's what that's what productions, like even productions on the highest of level. Things happen
all the time.
Things happen all the time. And so the mature thing, or at least the smarter thing to do, is to film your whole season. Film at least 75% of your green screens, or maybe even 50, and edit at least 3 to 4 shows before you announce a show is coming.
3 to 4 episodes, you mean? 3 to 4 episodes.
Yeah, 3 to 4 episodes before you announce a show is coming. That's what I had always proposed. I was like, we won't have to worry about the show being late, because if by the time we announce it, if all 7 episodes are already sitting in the cut and all we got to do is drop, that's better than trying to announce it and now we working and still doing green screens and trying to edit this and upload this and send this over and wear this audio file. All the things that we went through on while we're, and I know we jump back and forth, but everything we went through while, at least for me, when the productions I helmed, everything I went through was a normal thing that productions go through. Things get lost, things get damaged, you have to
things are delayed,
things are delayed naturally. There's footage from the T.S. Madison experience that never got it to the network because our production company lost it. There are scenes that got shown in our trailer that ended up not in the episode because they lost the footage. Granddaddy doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, things happen. But if you plan a certain way,
low scale to the highest of the scale.
Yeah. I don't know how we got on that, but yes. Oh, about things being late. That fixes things being late. Just wait until you have 3 to 4. For me, I think the whole thing should be edited and then you drop, because at least you know the narrative the whole way through, and you can be a little bit more strategic in how you tease things and how you promote things, and but whatever. I'm just in charge of the B Twist Collective, okay?
And I'm just a creator, so.
I'm tired of Shamea biting her lips.
What? When did she do that? Let me see an example. What she be doing? Oh,
it's just every time. Oh, I don't got it. Give me 1 second. It's just every time Shamea gets emotional.
No, you give me an example. What she be doing? When she get emotional, she be doing. Maybe she be biting on what she's trying to say, trying to hold it in.
And she got them sleepy dog eyes, so the eyes just be so.
Don't do that. I got sleepy dog eyes with a little.
Ain't nothing wrong with the sleepy dog eyes. I actually think they sexy, but
little sleepy eyes. Like
I don't got them, but the eyes is like they low,
like a little droopy puppy.
Yes, no. I'm tired of Shamea looking like a droopy puppy.
Didn't you tell me that's how I used to cry?
Oh, Q used to cry so ugly.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. That one particular episode, because I know you're trying to go find a little screenshot of me crying.
I ain't doing it. I'm gonna leave you alone.
I was trying to not cry on camera. Boy, y'all wore me out. That was so funny. Because if you know me, I'll cry at the drop of a dime. I am so emotional.
You are crying.
But the fact, I remember that face you gave me that one day. Oh, that probably was one of the funniest things you ever did to me.
Oh my god. And I just say that because I just don't.
Hot.
Okay, Eddie, how do you want to traverse this?
Woo.
I'm trying to find my verbiage.
Shamea biting that lip. That's because now I'm gonna keep thinking about it every time I see her do.
Girl, she get to biting it. She get to biting that lip. I'll be like, oh girl, here come the tears.
That's so good. That's good. That made me chuckle. I'm definitely gonna go find Shamea biting that lip. What are you trying to find?
I found it.
Okay, we're gonna put her.
This ain't it. He's so funny. He's so funny, man. He's so silly.
Look at her eyes.
She got some sexy eyes, though. Her eyes are really sexy. But when she's sad, it's just. She
do it. Please, somebody take a screenshot. Somebody take a screenshot, please.
Wait, hold on.
Do it one more time. Oh, just one more time.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find one when she was really doing it. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus. The next time Oliver do that, oh, please take a screenshot.
Shamea gonna kick my ass. Shamea is... I'm not finna do that to her.
I thought Cynthia was gonna kick my ass after our first one or two. Remember our first one or two critiques, and I was saying Cynthia had a laxy days ago on the
Did she see it?
I don't know. So she had inboxed me, so I don't know what she saw. And I was like, "Ooh, Cynthia finna cuss me out."
Oh.
I don't know if she saw it because people were tagging her. I'm like, why do y'all choose to go on this one video with me and Oliver ass, and y'all are tagging Cynthia? I'ma still stand 10 toes on what I said, but that was funny.
Yeah, I'm just tired of Shamea being sad over this Porsha stuff. Like on one hand, I'm glad Shamea has some business that like kind of gets her activated and we see a different side of her. And it does add a layer of conflict to the show that we absolutely love, right? We love to see drama. I know Shamea in real life. Now, the scope of our relationship is we're not best friends or anything like that. We're not. However, if I go to when I've gone to the NBA game and I'm like, hey, Shamea girl, what's going on, girl? I'm here. Oh, hey, Oliver, come down here. I'll come get you and I'll bring you down where I am. That's the scope of our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
She comments on my stuff, whatever, but we ain't close or nothing like that. I said all that to say the Shamea that I have experienced in real life is not a lap dog.
Stronger than what we're seeing.
She's not a lap dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like she is by no way, shape, or form a lapdog at all. And so for me to know her one way in real life and to see her on television constantly be put in this subordinate position, whether it's her telling the story or somebody else telling the story, reacting to it, is just like, that's why I say I'm tired of her biting her lip. Like, I'm tired of it. Loose your lip, girl.
Let that go, because it don't make me laugh again. What's that dog with the droopy dog?
Snoopy.
Snoopy the droopy dog.
Is Droopy in there? Like, you added an adjective.
I don't know. Shit.
What's your take on what's going on with Porsha and Shamea?
It's hard sitting in this friendship. I honestly, you know, Cynthia was talking about her and Nene. I just kept flashing back to you and I. It's hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's hard for the public to
Real hard.
take it all in. It's hard for the public to understand how we or how these ladies collect things get so far. But it happens and it sucks. And I don't really have a lot of words for this. Porsha kind of stood out to me a little bit in this scene, though. I don't like the way Porsha's handled. It's very dismissive.
Really?
I have to agree with Shamea. It's very dismissive the way Porsha's handling her. The way she's handling this situation. She's not being accountable. She's not hearing Shamea. And for people to be calling her a lapdog, I need you in this scene to let me have it. And also let the people know that we do this and I'm not your damn lapdog. I can stand on my own. Porsha was just so worried about her, like, I can't take it so much. I got so much going on. We're talking about y'all as a friend group. I don't like to see what I see happening. You know, there was a point where when we were live, I'll take a shot at you, you may take a shot at me, or we may not. You know what I'm saying? But the fans can still see it's a division. It's not a cool place to sit in. Honestly, it sucks. I don't really have anything to say. Porsha just, I didn't like the way she was handling a lot of this stuff. But their friendship seems like it's been a little sticky for a little while before Housewives stuff.
Yeah. I think ever since season 9, their relationship has been a little sticky. Ever since the freaking frack went on the attack.
Yeah, because Phaedra was definitely
We've never recovered from that.
Yeah, Phaedra was a big.
And now Phaedra's back. I hope she's not whack.
Now that's what I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see Shamea and Porsha. I mean Shamea and Phaedra. But I did hear a interview where Shamea was just kind of saying like things between her and Phaedra are a bit better than where they were.
Yeah, I saw that too.
They're better than where they were because when they left off season 9 at their reunion, Phaedra was every pore in the book to Shamea.
Child,
what's your take on Porsha and Shamea? I don't really have a lot of words because I just hate to see it, but what's your take?
Brace yourself.
I'm gonna sit back and mute myself.
I don't think Porsha is as bad as everyone is saying she is in this situation. While I do not agree with some of her decision making, I understand the motivations behind them. I do not think Porsha has a problem with Shamea being on the show, now sharing the spotlight and having her moment in the light, in front of the people, being seen by the people. I think what we are seeing is a dynamic change, right? And I'm really speaking from my experiences because I, in my opinion, feel like a lot of my conflict with people that you have seen, the Chasing Atlantas, the Endarios, the T.S. Madisons, even recently the Funkies, even Heavenly, you know, things like that. There was a dynamic change where you meet a person here, and this is the nature of the relationship that I'm comfortable with and that I agreed to, and that makes sense to me in my reality and my ego and what goes on with me. However, Shamea has made decisions that has altered that dynamic, where she is no longer in the world of Housewives, friend of. She's no longer the plus one. She's no longer the addition. She shares space. And while I don't think I'm gonna mute you a little bit because there's like a little feedback, a little echo. While I don't think Porsha is sabotaging Shamea or like intentionally doing things, I just don't think Porsha has adapted herself to the new dynamic her friendship is in. And so now with Shamea emerging and Portia's actions not catching up to it, it's coming across as if she is a hater or trying to hold her back. And I don't think that is the case. Based off of the emotion I saw from Porsha in that scene, I don't think that's the case. I think Porsha does suffer from being a little tone deaf. I don't think Porsha reads rooms well based on what I've seen on the show and just her in media. But I don't think she's intentionally being a bad friend. On top of everything she has going on with the divorce, and even now, her feeling like she's on a show going through things with the ladies on the show. She's going through things in her real life with her divorce, and now her real life friend who's on the show is now, in her eyes, bringing conflict and drama to her. I get why Porsha was having a struggle at that table. I understand because I've been in that position, not taking up her, but I get it. It feels like everybody's against you right now. Like, and you want people to see the genuine, or you want people to see your reasons or motivations in doing it, but everyone's adding their own meaning to it because this is a show and there's a villain and a loser and a winner and a loser and a villain and a hero and the good side and the bad side. And that's how we organize things in our mind as people when there are nuances. I think this friendship is a victim of a dynamic change that hasn't necessarily been recognized or talked about and adjusted to. That's what I think is going on. I do think everybody's feelings are valid. I do think the presence of this show is what makes the situation a little slow when it comes to healing. The fans, the comments, the egos, the integrity, the reputation, she talk about my mama. Oh, well, I'm gonna get one up on you. That's what's going on right now. I don't think so much more from Shamea. Like, I think Shamea is actually like really, really, really hurt and she's entitled to it. But also too, I don't think Porsha is intentionally trying to hurt her friend. And I do think some of Portia's actions have been miscolored and villainized because of this effort to push this narrative that, oh, Shamea is the lap dog that Portia's been trying to hold back. And now Shamea is emerging and Porsha doesn't want it. I do think a lot of this has been telenovelized. I just made up a word. Telenovelas, I think people have telenoveled this a little bit beyond what it should be.
And I think that's the most shocking part about a friendship is letting others come in, and even though it's the entire world, the entire world has to say so about your friendship. I just think that's the sad part.
Yeah. And as someone, well, I can't, because I've never had a friendship where I had a friendship first with someone and then we came to the media and then we had issues. All my friendship issues were with people I met. And no Tino Shea, you became my friend, but y'all my work friends. Everybody was always my work friend. You and Lauren had became the exception, but everybody was my work friend. I got my real friends sit over there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think I've never had a situation where like them where your real life friends become entertainment.
But I think for me, and I treat my friends like that, period. Whether they sit over there, you're still a king or queen in my eye, right? And so if you do get ushered up to the front, if someone brings you up, if I bring you up, if I call you and bring you up, I just don't see me treating you differently or our dynamics changing, because
dynamics change though, Q. They do.
I get that, right?
They literally do.
I just feel like for me, because I do treat my friends and stuff the same, like you've been who you are. I don't know when you and Darius met, but when Darius came onto the platform, I don't see y'all like have a public fallout or anything. So I feel like kings connect with other kings and queens and etc. And same for the girls. I feel like girls connect with other women who are strong and powerful. So anybody in my circle, if you look at me, my circle is a direct reflection of me. So anybody in my circle is up next or right beside me. So I guess it's kind of it's a little hard for me to swallow because I look at people or I look at the people who I fuck with as equals, and yeah, they sometimes may be sitting over there. If they come up here, it sound like Ardini. If they come up here, you know what I'm saying? It's I just don't see the dynamic changing. Yes, dynamics do change, and it's something new it's a new pill for me to swallow. I just don't see what's
I mean, their dynamics literally have changed, Q. The dynamics literally have changed. Like the
but the
dynamic once
friendship
was.
hasn't though, like business and the world shit, and okay, she coming onto a
But
show.
see, that is the issue. That's the issue right there that they're having. The dynamic does change the friendship. It does. It does. It does change the friendship.
Yeah, but I feel like real friends. Let's just say me. I go do the circle tomorrow. You gonna be mad at me because the dynamics changed?
No, but now the dynamic is now you are no longer Q, who's my friend from where reality. You're now Q, who's my friend from where reality, who's now a part of another world of mine. That is a dynamic change.
I
Now
get
how
it, but
now how you
why do our hearts and the way we treat each other, and why does the core and the substance and what our friendship is built on, why do those things have to change?
because people don't recognize these little nuances that can affect your friendship. That's why they change.
All the glitz and glam and the cameras.
I'm not saying the dynamic changing in terms of whatever is happening in real life should be changing in friendship. No, but naturally when people do certain things, it change. Listen, everybody treated me differently when nobody knew who I was, or when for example, before season 3 of Chasing Atlanta came out, the whole entire cast treated me a certain way because they thought everybody was gonna hate me. And not saying it negatively, but all y'all did. All y'all treated me.
I ain't know you, bitch.
But I'm not. Again, I didn't say negatively. I didn't say it was negatively, but everybody treated me a certain way because they thought this was going to be the perception of me on the show when it came out. Now, when the show came out,
I ain't know
and everyone was saying he is the star of this now. Oh, the dynamic shifted. I saw it. I literally saw it.
I missed all that noise. I guess I wasn't tuned into that. I guess because it wasn't concerning me.
What you talking about, the dynamic?
No, like like the shifting. Like I didn't hear.
I never talked about it out loud. I'm talking about my experience and just how I experienced. How I'm saying I've never actually talked about this live or out loud until just now. But I mentioned that to say, in these types of situations, when things change within a friendship, you do have to be a little aware of it. Because it's no longer Shamea. It's no longer, for example, it's no longer Shamea, you want to come with me to this scene? It's now Shamea got her own scenes. Shamea got her own producer. Shamea got her own title. You know what I'm saying? It's those little things that do contribute, if you don't police it correctly, to the demise of a friendship or a relationship.
Nah,
for example, we just talked about it earlier in this same thing. Charles and Angela. Dynamic change. Charles was always the one who was in the forefront. He was always the one with the money. He was in charge, who was speaking, who was seeing. And now everybody not only knows Angela, loves Angela. Dynamic change.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, so you're saying like people now love Shamea. You feel like it's rubbing Porsha wrong?
I actually don't think it's rubbing Porsha wrong. I think Porsha is just not aware of how it is coming across, and she has not adjusted her actions. For example, Porsha, it's your friend's first scene.
We're getting to it.
Yes,
now we're getting to it.
I totally understand. You have all these reasons on why you were going to be late, and they are justifiable. However, because people feel this way, right? Because the dynamic also too is people, without saying it, they view Porsha in this superior role.
Because if it was a regular day, Shamea would have got their car. Porsha would have showed up late. They was like, "Oh, she was filming Housewives. She could be late." But now the camera's on Shamea and we catching both sides. I see what you're saying.
It's but even beyond that, with people viewing Porsha in the superior role because they refer to Shamea as a lap dog, which means a lap dog
does what she says.
Right, a lap dog is subordinate to someone. There's someone Porsha. Where Porsha being in the superior role, and I've been placed in that role where people have all these expectations of you because you're this, because you have this, because you have achieved this. Oh, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do this. Oh, why didn't you say? You know what I'm saying?
Get me back. Get me back.
Portia's issue is she's not accepting or aware or whatever of what people are saying and how people view them, and she's not acquiescing. I mentioned the car thing to say if Porsha was aware and not tone deaf, she would have said, "I don't care about this scene. Y'all get mad at me later. I'll take that response. I'll take whatever responsibility comes with that, whatever consequence. I'm going to be on time for my friend's scene because this is her moment, and I know how it's going to look, and I don't want me to be placed in that type of position in conversation." Now, ultimately, in this situation, if the girls are already out for blood, they're gonna find it. However, in hindsight, there are moments where Porsha could have moved a little bit better in order to not feed into that narrative that she's not supporting Shamea, not doing things like that. For example, again, the whole thing about her phone, not her phone, her playing the song for Shamea playing her song for them at the table. I'm pretty sure Porsha did not think she was really hurting her. I don't believe Portia's a bad person. I just don't think she reads the room, and her actions just don't reflect what it's cute, everybody. I keep telling him to bring headphones to do.
What y'all saying? It's noise.
Feedback. And it be real bad too.
It ain't shit going on in this house but the refrigerator and my washer down there.
So what's happening is the sound from your computer is going right back into your mic. That's why I got.
I'm sorry, y'all. I got a mic right here. I just got like 2 more cords I need to buy to go get this bitch hooked up right. I'm gonna be right
now.
back.
What I'm trying to understand is I took mine right out the box and plugged mine in. There was no issue. How you got an issue?
I don't know. I had to go buy this cord. I had to go buy this little adapter piece because when I bought it, it just came with.
Right. I got the little adapter cord. You should be able to stick that right in there.
Yeah, but then when I need the headphones, hold on.
Stick the headphones in the computer. Don't put it in there.
I got an updated computer. The headphones I got just don't go into the computer. I got AirPods.
So connect the AirPods to the computer. I
need to do all that shit offline when I don't be offline.
Oh no, definitely don't do it now. But I'm telling you, connect the AirPods to the computer as your headphones, and then connect that.
Let me try to see.
We can end the live now. Don't try it now.
Let me see where my bag at. Go ahead.
You so funny.
I don't want to stand up. I got my cheeks out.
No, please don't stand up. As a matter of fact, I don't think Porsha and Shamea are going to be friends in this season. I don't think they're going to be friends, and I actually think they should stop trying to be friends. You better thank God I am live right now.
You better thank God
I can't.
Pay, bitch. If y'all can hear the clapping.
Y'all, I can't believe Quentin T. Harris just got up in the backstage and clapped and clapped. I love Q. This is wild over here. I think they need to take a break. Who's right? Who's wrong? In my personal opinion, I don't think nobody's right. I don't think nobody's wrong. I just think they need to ride this wave of the dynamic shift. I don't think they're going to be as close as they once were before, especially at the point at which Porsha came out and did that post about Miss Diane and the mama, bringing up the drama about that. I don't think they're going to be friends again. Not at least on the level that they once were. Can they find a new normal and coexist? Yes. Hopefully they do a whole lot better than Mariah and Quad did. But I don't see. It's just I gotta end the live, y'all. Don't do it. 'Cause I'm gonna bring you back on. We gotta go. All right, y'all. Q. Any final thoughts and words?
Let me make sure. Let me say my things.
We've been on live for 3 hours. I got to get up and eat some ribs. Grenady, what you?
That's great the way he cooked, child.
I smell something. I'm trying to figure it out. I saw him cutting up some celery.
But can you hear me?
You sound so much better. This is so much better.
You can hear me?
Yes.
I thought I didn't work this whole time.
No.
Hey. I feel like those people who making those videos.
Q, any final thoughts on this week's episode of Housewives?
I have so much more shit to say now that you guys can hear me.
Turn your thing down a little bit. Do a little
Turn
hot.
it down. Let me see.
Uh-huh. It's a good mic, so you know, I know you like to be up on it. And
All up on it.
And in it, like Porsha, whatever you want in me.
In me.
Ignorant.
Ain't read shit before she put it up on there.
Just typing mad on the phone with Diane on FaceTime, just mad, just going crazy.
Mama, you saw what she said about you? What'd she say? Nothing. I'm just mad at Shamea. She shouldn't even bring your name up on the show.
See, God is trying to, and pull on the back, hollering.
Now, why you bring out your Mama Joyce voice?
Dennis down there cooking hot dogs, water popping on the stove.
Ready to be on camera.
Okay, playing Drew song. Delusional.
Now let me see if you can hear me with my little fan on, because I'm hot. Can you hear me?
I'm gonna get off this.
Is it windy? This little mic check. Is it windy?
No.
So we can be ready for next week. Oh, perfect. So we're ready for next week.
So that means we have no issues for next week.
I'm gonna be on
Don't
time.
unplug nothing. Just put it underneath the desk.
I ain't even gonna move to this. She's ready. She's ready.
Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
No final thoughts. Listen, life is short. Don't walk around fucking mad every day. Okay, that was okay. Yes. My cheeks brought magic to my desk, y'all. This whole week I thought my mic, because I've been trying to figure out. I've been trying to get the other headphones to work, the old school ones, but whatever, fuck them.
You see what happens when you clap your cheeks? Things happen. Now you see why I be doing it.
Hallelujah. Huh? I like clapping cheeks around here.
Yes.
Not get them clap.
Now you see why I be in two pieces and you know.
But you ain't giving up no cheeks right now. That's a talk for another live. But you ain't really giving up no cheeks.
Can I tell y'all? It boggles my mind
how much ding dong you be coming to your inbox now that you ain't giving up no cheeks.
Oh my God, so much ding dongs.
Oh, and I'm pretty sure some clitorises come your way too, because you have a stud relationship online. So I'm pretty sure.
But women were coming to my inbox before that, because like once I got my body done, it was being like a whole lot more revealing. Yes, women were in my inbox. It was like,
agree with you with that.
What's in between your legs? Yes, I was on tour with Miss Pat, right hand before God. I made posters. I'm gonna tag Miss Pat. Miss Pat, if I'm lying, tell everybody I'm lying. I was in a meeting group with Miss Pat shooting content for her. This woman saw me and she kept like talking to me and whatever. So I'm thinking, maybe she didn't see me somewhere, whatever. This woman was like paraphrasing. She was.
What happened to Oliver? OT. OT. Let me see if I can see her on my phone. Check. Is Oliver going on y'all end? Oh, yeah, he's gone. There's audio feedback, Oliver. Sorry, Kiki H. It was me. I hope I can do better with this mic. What happened to Oliver, y'all? Oliver, you're gone, babes. Oh, Meredith. Meredith, that's her name. I could not think of that lady name from Salt Lake City. Oh, my gosh. Meredith, yes. Their hair on Charles is a mess, and I hope they're nasty. I'm gonna read some of the comments since Oliver's gone. Oh, there was some of them gone, but whatever. Wait, I wasn't ready. Can we get an update on TS with Kendra? No update on TS with Kendra. I don't know. Maybe O knows. Charles is a man's man and does not give a fuck about this TV show nor these women. That's the problem. What happened to you, Bookie Butt? Your phone died?
My computer died.
You in the bathroom?
No, I'm on my phone.
Oh, because I was like, what happened to OT, everybody?
Yo, I didn't know you could do. Yo, I'm actually glad. I just realized my phone died. I mean, my computer died.
What you can do on your phone?
I can do this whole show from my phone.
Mm.
I didn't know StreamYard had updated like this.
I'm over here reading the comments too.
Hold on, because watch this. Let me see something.
Oh, you can.
Don't forget to get your Queen of the Ring merch.
What you got going on?
No, I'm just tapping stuff. I didn't know you can do all this from here. Oh, this is so cool. All right, Q, we need to get out of here.
It's been 3 hours. Love y'all. See y'all next week. I'll be on my mic.
It's just crazy. Listen, watch this live again so you can hear how the sound so you can adjust.
I will. And it's adjust my mic. Got you. I will.
Mm-hmm. But it sounds good though. You sound great.
Yeah, I see some whole lot of buttons in the back.
Yeah. One is yeah.
I just gotta play with it.
Get the manual and then play with it. Just don't start twisting stuff and then the knob come off and then we can't get it that word again. It's just crazy. I love you guys so much. Anything you want to say, Q, before I...
No, just have a peaceful, blessed, happy week. Like, listen, it's life is not long enough for us to walk around mad and all that other stuff and all that other shit. What Oliver be saying, pray and Kegel, literally talk to God and go have some good sex. And that's it. That's all I got for the people.
I know what I was saying. No, I know what the devil stopped
me. That's all I got to say. What you about to say, friend?
The devil was stopping me from saying it's crazy. Or I'm intrigued by the fact that I have not had intercourse within the last 2 years.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Because I have not been penetrated. I have not penetrated anybody else. I have gotten more gifts and money and things from guys with my legs closed than I ever got when they was open.
That's what Tyler Perry said.
I'm talking to the level of, I like to tell y'all stuff once it's done, it's wrapped up, and I ain't got to worry about it no more. Now, that is the name of this video is to be when Renna's do make another video, because we going back to that. When they first said that and I was responding to it, and I was talking about it live, I had to stop myself from saying, well, I don't got to make no videos because a man paid my rent all last year. You know what I mean? I say that to say I've gotten way more from not giving nobody anything than I ever did. What made us get on this? Oh, clapping cheeks, yes.
Sorry, clapping cheeks is so funny.
Yeah.
Shall I give you another round of applause real quick?
Cute.
Bye, y'all.
Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. Come one, come all, come
loud. I want to make sure I'm like totally Y'all got me cutting up. It's because I'm slightly. Bitch, we can't hear you. Just call us back next week, girl. Figure it out if you want to be on the phone or the compute puke. There you go. You muted it. Yeah.
Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. But the twist better tell a friend. Play it one time, you gon' play again and again. Come one, come all, come all this can. P-W-I-S, big winner.